Hello, Fairview Bible Church. My name is Clede, and I'm one of the elders here at Fairview Bible. And we are continuing our series in Psalm, and today we'll be looking at Psalm number 55. Let's start by reading the Psalm. Give ear to my prayer, O God, and hide not thyself from my supplication. Attend unto me and hear me. I mourn in my complaint and make a noise, because of the voice of the enemy, because of the oppression of the wicked. For they cast iniquity upon me, and in wrath they hate me. My heart is sore pained within me, and the terrors of death are fallen upon me. Fearfulness and trembling are come upon me, and horror hath overwhelmed me. And I said, Oh, that I had wings like a dove, for then would I fly away and be at rest. Lo, then would I wander far off and remain in the wilderness. Selah. I would hasten my escape from the windy storm and tempest. Destroy, O Lord, and divide their tongues, for I have seen violence and strife in the city. Day and night they go about it upon the walls thereof. Mischief also and sorrow are in the midst of it. Wickedness is in the midst thereof. Deceit and guile depart not from her streets. For it was not an enemy that reproached me. Then I could have borne it. Neither was it he that hated me that did magnify himself against me. Then I would have hid myself from him. But it was thou, a man mine equal, my guide, and mine acquaintance. We took sweet counsel together, and walked into the house of God in company. Let death seize upon them, and let them go down quick into hell, for wickedness is in their dwellings and among them. As for me, I will call upon God, and the Lord shall save me. Evening and morning and at noon will I pray, and cry aloud, and he shall hear my voice. He hath delivered my soul in peace from the battle that was against me, for there were many with me. God shall hear and afflict them, even he that abideth of old. Selah. Because they have no changes, therefore they fear not God. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Cast thy burden upon the Lord, and he shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved. But thou, O God, shalt bring them down into the pit of destruction. Bloody and deceitful men shall not live out half their days, but I will trust in thee. Throughout the Psalms that David wrote, he is constantly coming to God and asking God for help with his enemies, and he asks, sometimes he will. It seems like that he's wondering, God, where are you? But as you read through the Psalms, and this one is no exception, you see that he knows that God is right there. He knows that God is going to deliver him. I love the way he starts it out. Give ear to my prayer, O God, and hide not thyself from my supplication. Attend unto me and hear me. And then he goes on. But just almost pleading. How often do we, when we have hard times in our life, maybe you're under some sort of persecution, maybe it's a physical ailment or something emotional or spiritual battles that you're fighting. How often do we go to God with the attitude of I know he's going to help me. I know he is going to be there. He is always there for us. doesn't always answer our prayers the way we would like, or the way that we expect. But there are always answers, and He always takes care of us. We just have to go to remember that. To remember that He is always there for us. And here David is, he's dealing with someone that is attacking him that was apparently a close friend, someone that he trusted. And this person betrayed him. And, that happens in life. I don't know that it happens to everyone, but it happens to a lot of people. And we just have to understand that those people, they're just people. They can attack us. It may be someone you thought was your best friend that comes out and attacks you. When that happens, it hurts. But you can go to God, and He will take care of you. And those people will, at some point, have to face God. They'll face what they did, their sin. And in the meantime, we need to trust that God will watch over us while we're here. And as we look at this particular psalm, at the end, verse 22, he says, "Cast thy burden upon the Lord, and He shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved." So just remember that God will always sustain us. We are His children. If you have accepted Him as your Savior, you are His child. He will take care of you. And don't ever forget that. Take comfort in it. Thank you. And everyone have a nice week.